Before venturing into theater, I was embracing myself to brace the childhood trauma. That is the common theme of Lion King franchise. And the movie doesn't disappointed me. Even the Mufasa also goes through the same kind of childhood trauma of separation from family. He had to fend for himself in an unknown alien land where he faced a great amount of resistance from the native group of lions. Certainly, this film touches the concept of us versus them. If you are going with your family, you could explain so many beautiful concepts from this movie. The behavior of a pregnant animal, how they will search for isolation and solace, especially during the pregnancy. How predatory animals do have these sensory instincts by just smelling the air and feeling the environment. They could know about the things which are not visible to eye, like how Mufasa tells by just smelling the air, and he is able to find out what sorts of prey is there, whether they are male or female, whether they do have horns, and the subtle magic of animal kingdom, how they are able to understand and gog and know the weather changes because of their keen sense of sensory stimulus and their proprioception capabilities. The movie follows the common pattern of Disney incorporating beautiful songs. It was really heartening to see the bromance between Taka and Mufasa. If you pay attention to Mufasa's words of dating tips that he bestows on Taka, how to approach girl and how to be confident and still play the disinterested card. There are so many nuances in this movie. You could also understand the storyline explaining the attachment styles that a child have. When Kiara feels the anxiety of separation from her mother and Rafiki is trying to console her by explaining her ancestors' past story. It's just beautiful blend of ancient wisdom, some amount of philosophy, and some amount of entertainment from the Pumbaa and Timon's interruptions in the storyline. In my point of view, they are shedding the light of a parent who is sitting in the theater along with the kid. Obviously, they are not that much of interested in that movie, and their logic might be constantly playing these doubts, inhibitions, and their own reservations regarding the storyline. Obviously, the director took the point of view of the parent who is sitting along with the kid in the theater. You can also explain to your kid about the migration patterns of animals and birds, and you could teach your kid that being different is not being odd, it's being unique. You could teach this lesson from the Rafiki's life. And there is a possibility of teaching your kid about the sibling rivalry, how natural it is. Yes, there are some stages of life where you feel you are different from your sibling, or your sibling is taking away your resources, or the attention from your parents, or they are pulling you down because of their own dominance and selfishness. It is quite natural, but you could teach your kids that we could work and refine and address these differences by having an honest communication. Mufasa is a beautiful film with great visual storytelling, beautiful music, great background score, but it does have few flaws in storytelling. You might feel that it could have a bit more crisper. There are few flaws on character development. You might feel like the character is rushed. They could have given a little amount of time to character building and assimilation into the storyline. But if you are taking your children to this movie, do not forget to teach them about life lessons by taking a cue from the movie.